I mean, yeah, it's like the first room. What are the odds I'm going to spend the rest of the stream in here? Oh, would you look at the compass? It's not pointing. That's a good sign. There we go. Please be both of them. Dang it. Yeah, crackling with Justin. Fina, you, aw, man! It's not an area attack.
Feel the power of ice.
Ooh, nice.
What a cinch.
Overkill, I call it, actually. What do you mean I got nothing? Those down there look fun. Ah, there you are. For these guys, I may as well have Milda actually contribute at this point. No one's getting much of anything anyway. Like, Fina's one-shotting them, for crying out loud.
No problem.
Plus one. This is absurd. Just watch, it's lulling me into a false sense of security. And when I least expect it, bam, I get whites. There's something over there. Oh, hey, it's the doggos. The fiery, flaming hell doggos. Ah, what? Emulator, why? Yo, Rice here. How you doing? Challenge is a bit of an understatement so far. Like, I am very underwhelmed. Let's see.
You'll never get away.
I'll give you a shout out in a second. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I think they would be immune to fire.
Here goes.
I mean, they're fiery doggos. Oh, well. Alright, I'll give you a shout out real quick. Rice here streams a few JRPGs and,
No problem.
if I'm not mistaken, Earth Defense Force 5, I think it was. There we go. Yeah, he's also done the Redux mod for this game, which I am very afraid to try at this point. No problem, man. Okay, that's just a regular Sandman. I thought it was like some sort of evil Sandman. Then again, it's blue. And as we all know, blue is a very evil color. Although Gaia was red. Or the Gaia Battler, at least. Yeah, I'm like, it's really easy. Even compared to Grandia 2, it's kind of easy. Yeah, this is crackling. I really haven't had that much of a challenge playing this game. The trees surprised me, but that was just as much bad RNG than anything. Why did I use Howl Slash? That's the one thing Fina doesn't need to use. Let's see. Thanks for the tip, Rice here. Although I would have assumed that to be the case. That only really matters if there is a boss at the end of the dungeon. And if there is a boss, I'm going to have Dragon Quest IX flashbacks. And not in a good way. I mean, Dragon Quest IX is not a bad game, I just hate it. Oh boy. Ah, what is my emulator doing? It is giving me a lot of problems today. What is with this? Like, it's chugging. Why? It's actually really getting on my nerves because there's no reason for it to be doing this. Let me try over here first. Okay, that's wrap. Hopefully he'll get something with Snooze. I'm not too sure if he's going to get much out of it. Of course they're immune. Or the odds that it's actually going to work aren't that good. Well, considering that the first part of this area is not too bad. Like, I would expect it being an optional areas like pain. I don't mind dungeons being just pure pain in JRPGs as long as it doesn't do outright garbage stuff. Like, it's totally fine to just have really hard battles. But, well, look at Dragon Quest II as a bit of an example of what not to do for dungeons. Okay, I actually made out what he said that time. So, run from everything. Got it. Or, alternatively, just grind for days. Which is probably what I'm going to have to do anyway. Depending on how much I have to grind, I may even do it off-stream. Yeah, go after you. Why not? Yeah, we'll see how well the, I really hope that after a point in this game, the EXP curve levels off. Now, here's the thing. How would I know if I've ground enough? Well, hey, maybe by the time you actually get to... Hey, maybe you'll beat the game before I do, Slime Knight. Then again, I'm starting to stream this game 3 days a week instead of just 1. So, I should get through it before too long. Then again, Disc 2 could be pretty well packed compared to Disc 1. Although I will admit I almost forgot that there was a second disc. Okay. I take back these guys being weaklings. Now, the resource management part is probably going to be, like, a really nice change of pace. Maybe we'll get that with the Steam version. Like, maybe they'll make a Redux, like a half Redux. Why? Are they defending? No, they're not. Good grief.
You ready?
Well, I'm hoping it does pretty... I've heard that they've been making, like, a more in-depth hack for the Grandia... sorry, the Redux mod when I checked their website out. Here's hoping this works. Uh-oh. How much attack power does Justin have that he gets to actually do damage while they're defending? Or while Fina couldn't. I feel scatterbrained right now. I should be checking how much experience these guys are even worth. Let's see. This is a Sonic Nuts. Well, I suppose when I do play the Redux mod, I will want to actually use the stat seeds, I guess. I've been just saving them up because I don't know if I'll need them. Okay. I wasn't sure how recent that post was. Yeah, here's hoping that when the Steam version comes out, that a project actually starts working again. Oh, whoops. Anyway, Race here. Am I over-leveled? Because I think I might be a little over-leveled. Especially Justin here. Not just a mod. I'm sure it's an exponential increase. Like, I'm expecting full-on, a retranslation patch that takes the original Japanese dialogue and makes a more faithful adaptation. I'm sure that there is a lot of stuff that they've censored to some degree or other. Really? Well, then again, I think the Tower of Doom levels... And I didn't even go on my way to grind. Like, if you kill everything... Like, you're fine. Like, in Grandia 2, you can kill everything, but still have a little bit of trouble.
Hocus pocus.
Yeah, Justin in particular is a beast. Well, that certainly doesn't help matters. Let's see. Wait, no, that's Fina. She's not crackling.
This'll teach you.
Well, actually, like, I get next to nothing from these guys anyway, so... I don't think it matters that much. Yeah, pretty much the entirety of the last stream was just the Tower of Doom.
Pretty easy.
Although, let's be fair here, I took the opportunity to gain, like, several levels in water for everybody. Like, if even Justin and Fino are getting +8 from it, why not capitalize on that? Let's see. But yeah, so far I'm definitely liking this game better than the second one. But I think the second one is has a more solid foundation overall. Even if I think the love triangle, like, really ruins it. Yeah, that's one way to do it. Let's see. How about... These are doggos, so... I don't remember. Do I hurt my own party members with that attack? Oh dear. Slime Knight, don't give me ideas. Oh, the Sandman there. I thought it was just the doggos.
Oh, Earth, awaken!
How NATO, and then anything that's an area attack is a horrible idea. Especially because the pathfinding in this game leaves a lot to be desired. Then again, I suppose it does beat with Grandia too, where the characters have a tendency to keep running into each other. Like, I don't care if it's Destiny or not, stop running into each other!
Here goes! Ha! 100,000,000 degrees.
Good grief, those Sandmen! They are so resilient! Alright, hopefully one for Fina. I'm not sure, are you actively defending? Good grief! That is one thing that I really wish Grandia 2 had. I wish that the enemies defended. I wish there was more stuff that actually shakes up the dynamics of the battle. Like, the enemies in this can defend, the slimes can divide. But yeah, that's about it. The bosses actually share an HP meter. A few of them share an HP meter. Which is actually quite different from Grandia 2, where all the parts are independent. But if they did share the occasional HP bar, that would be... that would shake things up a little bit. Because you can't just say, take off an arm and you're fine. Let me rephrase that. You can't hack off one of Valmar's arms and be okay. If it was like in Grandia 1, for what I've seen a few boss fights have. Then again, those boss fights were kind of, you know, easy.
What a cinch.
Like the normal enemies, they don't really mean too much to me that they're generally on the weak side. Don't let them surprise you, because they can still end you surprisingly quick. What do you mean there was nothing down here? So yeah, if I come through here on the Redux mod, definitely a priority is to have a map. You know, actually I was about to ask if someone made... Ooh. Oh, wait, no. Oh, you know what? This actually reminds me of the, Oh, dear. Not that game. Not that game, Slime Knight. Oh, are you going to say that every time I enter this area, regardless of... Well, hey, I found the RPG maker, noob. But yeah, like, lost my train of thought. I wonder if someone... I think there is a sort of Redux mod for Grandia 2, although it's more just overall difficulty increase. And a lot more enemies have a lot more nasty surprises. Like, even as early as the first boss, you start dealing with enemies that, like, inflict debuffs and ailments on hit. Mind you, that's not a bad thing. It's just that after that point, the only thing that... I don't want to be here. Nah, it's not. It's... I think it was the hardcore mod, if I'm not mistaken. Like, the only thing I recall on it offhand is that they really, really ramped up Melphis' attack power. And again, I know enough about the game that that wouldn't even be an issue. If someone's about to get smashed, just defend. Don't tell anyone I'm lost. it wouldn't look good on my resume, you see. Yeah, like 2/3 damage reduction? Like, good grief. Well, I was. I'm not anymore. Heavy shield. I think it's helped me out a little bit. Well, if the enemies use it, it's kind of annoying. Yeah, actually, not funny you mention that. Like, funny you mention that, because that's kind of how I, wiped the one time. Oh, wow, really? Is it the same for the, for your enemies? Because if it is, well, it doesn't matter too much now, does it? Alright, well, at least, like... One thing that I really cannot stand in a lot of games is when the rules do not apply to you. Although I'd imagine that's only really helpful if, like, if you are a lot faster compared to them. Like, if you have speed buffs, you debuff their speed. Like, I can't really foresee it being useful outside of that circumstance. There we go. Certainly gives you enough time to prepare for whatever's going to come up next. And again, you can't really see what's coming up next until they're about to do it. Let's see. Ooh, the lag is real. Alright, let's see. You know, I probably should have given Rap wind instead of fire. Or did he start with fire? Actually, I think he started with fire. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I last played. Not counting Wednesday.
Hocus pocus.
But yeah, if you want to name 2 games that really get my blood boiling, just mention Dragon Quest Monsters Joker and Dragon Quest 9. Because I cannot stand those games.
Here goes.
Oh, I was expecting Justin to go after Fina, which is why I didn't attack the one in the middle. Well, I can! I can wait! I'm debating whether or not to make that a YouTube series just because of how much I'm going to have to grind. Wait, how much experience are these guys giving me? I really need to see that. Okay, good. I got the initiative. For a moment, I thought I may have been surprised. You know, I could probably just use regular attacks. But the Sandman's not too tough. Just have Justin take care of him. I don't think over leveling is much of an issue because they're giving me like no skill experience. Did Milda miss? I am disappointed in you, giant woman. The closest thing to actual hell. Weird hitboxes is there's not a thing I can do about them. Closest thing to actual hell that I've seen. At least in Grandia 2, most of the time that's because they're flying. Like, you'd think they'd know how to jump, but that's another thing. Oh yeah, the very beginning of Final Fantasy II's Soul of Rebirth. That was fun. Actually, that is fun because I'm not quite done with it.
This'll teach you.
Like, after you have full control over your characters, there's a very good chance, because this is Final Fantasy II we're talking about, that right out of the gate, you get ambushed and you're dead.
Pretty easy.
Oh boy. Yeah, you don't suppose that this is one of those games that they kind of lacks polish? Well, I'd believe that. I mean, it is a PS1 era JRPG. And it's not like it'd be the last game. Ooh. Okay, keep that in mind for later. Oh! Yep. Hey, Deck. Let me give you a sec. Give you a shout out. He does. Oh, you were playing Minecraft last. I only played it once as a bit of a change of pace. How you doing today, man? Well, I would have played this game already, but, you see, my disc has kind of a minor case of, scratching. And it was scratching during the pre-rendered cutscenes. And the game froze on me a couple of times in the dungeon. So, that's kind of why I haven't beat it already. Years ago!
Pretty easy.
I guess ultimately I'll not make the Redux mod a YouTube series. It might be something. Whoa! It might be something I put on my YouTube channel, but not something I'm going to stream. Not if I'm going to have to grind for like. How long? Till a year, 1.5 million? Something like that. For a second, I thought my bot was talking to me. I swear, I'm only mildly crazy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, and like, unless I have like people to talk to, grinding's not that fun. I mean, I had to spend like 2 streams in the Legend Dragoon to get all the mastered editions. Oh, crap. And I'm gonna have to do that, like, potentially, like, every dungeon in this game. And there's a few of them. I probably would be better off doing something else. That doesn't sound much like an upside to me. Like, I'll just say that. That doesn't sound much like an upside.
Not bad, eh?
I think it's more along the lines of, well, if we don't do this while you're grinding to the max level to beat the game, you're just gonna hit a standstill after a point. In the Redux mod, does the experience cap out at 99? Especially since skills are definitely like the major part of where your stats come from in this game. Like you get like 1 or 2 per level, and then you get whatever skills have. I mean, like in the Redux mod, can you get it up that high? Or it's a final dungeon special where it doesn't really matter where it's at. Because in Dragon Warrior 6, to level up your jobs, it's kind of like getting your skills in this game. You have to win a certain number of battles where the enemies are strong enough relative to the character. And there are a couple of locations in Dragon Quest VI where you can level up your jobs regardless of your level. I have no idea where they are. I haven't beat the game, but the DS version apparently added more of them. Am I going backwards at this point? Yeah, like you get like 1 or maybe 2 points to anything from leveling up in this game. Okay, yeah, that's... Either I went backwards or that's everything down that way. Which I really want to make sure because I don't want to miss anything. Was I just going through a loop? Okay, no. I'm hoping to find another mana egg. That way, Rap can actually start getting some magic. But yeah, I would have figured that the weapons are where most of your stuff comes from in this game. It is really hard to tell where I've already been here. Well, on the bright side, I am not having... Well, that's new. On the bright side, I'm not having horrible flashbacks to Diablo 2 yet. You know, a tomb in the desert. That's the entirety of Act 2 in Diablo 2. And if you ask me, the source of the most pain when I play through the game. Good grief! That's a huge difference. Oh, yeah, this is one way to do it. Or not.
Here goes! Ha!
Let's see.
What a cinch!
I didn't need to know that, Racier. I really didn't need to know that. Oh. Oh, well, you could have just said. You could have just said that. I noticed. Sure, why not? Lightning could do anything! Wait. I don't remember. Does Sue have a lot of tank or no?
What a cinch.
I'm trying to remember. We know Absolute Unit Gadwin is a tank and a half. Let's see. I'm not even sure. Oh! Wait, I went back up. Oh yeah, I noticed that she takes a while to get back up. But yeah, well I noticed before Sue left the party, the fact that she was, the reason why she would, it was kind of foreshadowed a little bit. By the fact that she has, at least as far as I've seen, the worst experience growth in the game. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any good points for Sue. A good choice of weapons, I think. Or did she not even... Actually, didn't Sue get nothing that increases her speed? Because I noticed that that's a pretty big problem. Because by the time Gadwin and Sue left, Gadwin was starting to outspeed Sue. Because he had a skill that increases his act, or wit in this game. That, again, that was the one element that Fina really does not need to use.
Here goes.
Okay, Mr. Sandman. Yeah, having a lot of act doesn't seem to be that important in this game as opposed to the second one. Actually, let me see real quick. I can check from right here. Yeah. Yeah, the difference in wit is not as huge as it is in the second game. Is this the same? Oh, oh, now I'm not sure whether I want to laugh or cry. Yeah, I'll probably just... Yeah, I think what I'll just do is just record going through the Redux mod and just stop whenever I have to grind. Yeah. Yeah, he is wicked fast. Pardon the pun. Oh no, don't tell me that's going to be how fast the final boss is in Redux. Oh. Well, on the bright side... Oh, please. Please tell me I have a full party for most of them, at least. Oh, boy. I don't like this layout. There's like the one Sandman. One Sandman. Okay, so at least there's a full party for the worst of them. Unlike Grandia 2.
Here goes. Ha!
I should just really end these battles as quickly as possible. Oh, two things I'm definitely going to have to do when I get to the Redux mod. Number one, farm those tree men, those man-eating trees at Dom Ruins until I have like 50 extra Kala. Kalas, whatever they are. And then farm for miracle potions in the Tower of Doom. Those are the ones that restore 5 to all levels, right?
We won.
Because I think those will really come in handy. Because I'm assuming I won't be able to buy them. Someone, next fight, remind me to look at how much experience these guys are actually giving me. Because I feel like I'm wasting my time with these battles. Oh. Huh. I was afraid of that. Oh, I'll need them, won't I? Something... One... 2 clay birds, aren't those? Okay, there we go. Alright, this is a trap. Fire cape. Oh! I was totally expecting those that come to life and attack me. Now, I'm still not sure where everything is. Oh boy. Did you just get... Is that just how many you ended up getting? Or did you need... Or did... Were you... Oh. Or did you... need to have 100? Oh, whoops. I dribbled on myself again. Yeah, my guess is that they just drop that often.
Pretty easy.
I mean, you could have worse things than a bunch of res potions. What, are you talking about like an item that steals from enemies? Like a thief's dagger or something? Because, man, that would be so cool.